Kaio's planet. Champa is startled to see that Vado was rooting for Goku to win the fight. Champa says, Vados, what are you talking about? Are you rooting for a mortal you barely know? King Kai watches and says, but what a surreal thing is happening here. A god of destruction and an angel appear here on my planet to challenge Goku, and on top of that, the angel seems to have changed sides from 1 hour to another. Vado is looking at Goku. The angel is enchanted. Vado says, what is happening to me? I've never felt like this before. What's so special about this warrior? I feel that he's not like the others. It seems that even his fighting spirit is that of a mortal, but he still manages to transcend the limits of goodness. Goku watches and speaks. Finally, someone strong for me to fight. For all this time, I've been here training on Lord Kaio's planets, and I couldn't find anyone. Sometimes there were tournaments, but they were all boring tournaments because the warrior seems to be always tired. When I see now that I'm fighting a god, this is going to be too much. Champa observes and speaks. This brat is excited because he's fighting me, and he hasn't stopped for a moment to think that if I take him out now, his entire existence will disappear. Man, you're really funny. By the way, you don't have the slightest idea what the power level of a god of destruction is, but now I'm going to teach you. Champa begins to raise his power, causing everyone on King Kai's planet and that region to start to get scared. Goku makes a serious look on his face and says, but wait, how did this guy increase his power so much by just erasing his ki? Champa rushes forward and lands a punch on Goku, knocking him away. Lord Kaio says, Goku! Champa says, ha! He's gone! No mortals are able to resist my fist of destruction! I am amazing! Well, let's go, Vados. Let's get out of here. This guy you're talking about is a weakling. He would never have been able to save the Earth from these threats. Vados starts laughing. Champa observes and speaks. What the hell are you laughing at, Vados? You see, Mr. Champa, if I were you, I wouldn't tell you that the battle is already over. At that moment, Goku's voice comes up. Ouch! Ow! That was a really strong punch. If I hadn't turned into a Super Saiyan, he would definitely have blown my head off with that blow. Impossible! Goku steps forward and speaks. My turn! Kamehameha! What? Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's go back to the point, shall we? Champa is startled and receives Goku's gigantic Kamehameha. Vados observes and speaks. This is amazing. Not once is he scared of Mr. Champa, even though Mr. Champa says he's a god of destruction. It seems like this mortal, Son Goku, is just happy for the pleasure of fighting. There's no way I can't help it but cheer for him. This sounds a lot like the legend of the warrior who surpasses the gods. Could it be? Champa counters Goku's attack and speaks. Now you will pay me, you miserable mortal! Hakai! Oh no! Goku, run away! He's covering his body with Hakai energy! According to rumors, what Hakai energy touches disintegrates! What? Champa begins to release various Hakai energy and Goku dodges all of them. Goku notices that everything Champa's Hakai energy touches begins to disappear. Goku says, what the hell are you doing? This planet is too small. There's not just the two of us in this place. If you continue like this, you're going to erase this planet completely. Vados was dazzled by everything she was seeing. But Champa was mad and launches a devastating attack across the planet of Lord Kaio. A part of Champa's Hakai energy is released out of control and advances to Vado's side. Champa says, oh no! Vados, get out of there! Vado had her mind elsewhere, thinking of everything she was seeing. Champa speaks. Come on, Vados, don't just stand there! The moment Vados regains consciousness, she sees Champa's Hakai energy come in front of her, and Goku appears in front of her to save her. Vado says, hey, get out of there! You're trying to hold Mr. Champa's Hakai energy in your hand! No matter how strong you are, you'll be disintegrated by all this. Goku, holding Hakai energy, says, it doesn't matter if you disintegrate my body or whatever you do. I will never be able to watch someone defenseless being attacked and do nothing. You claim to be a god, and even if you attack a friend, I will never forgive you! Goku, with great fury, manages to grab the Hakai energy and send it to the skies. Lord Kaio says, That's impossible. He just deflected the God of Destruction's attack. At that moment, Champa says, How dare you, you damn mortal! Champa moves forward to attack Goku, and the two starts to land several punches on each other. Champa speaks, How is this guy managing to fight me? It doesn't make any sense. I've never seen a mortal fight like that. It seems that this mortal's body was made to fight. The more blows he receives, the stronger he gets. Does that mean that this is the result of training on Lord Kaio's planet? Alright then. Champa concentrates the Hakai energy in his hand and says, No matter what level of power you have, you will never be able to escape this blow. You managed to escape my long-range attacks. But this time, we are extremely close, Son Goku. It's practically impossible for me to miss this Hakai. Prepare for your end! Goku says, Damn it, can this guy still perform that same technique one more time? Just as Champa was about to land another Hakai on Goku, Vados enters in front of holding Champa's arm with extreme ease and canceling his Hakai. Goku says, What is that? Is she really that strong? Amazing! Vados, in her thoughts, all happy, says, He said I'm amazing! Champa says, Vados, what the hell are you doing? At that moment, Vados speaks, Mr. Champa, we're bothering Mr. Kaio's planet too much, and from what I can see, Goku is not to blame for the Earth being destroyed either. He has already shown himself to be extremely strong after all. Not just anyone can stop a Hakai blow from Mr. Champa. Champa responds, He only managed for that Hakai blow because I didn't put in full power. Vado says, Mr. Goku, please listen to me. From what I'm seeing, you like to fight a lot. I've analyzed all your moves, and no matter how strong you are, I realize that you have a lot to improve. Thank you, Miss Vados. I'm always striving to get stronger. Vados smiles and says, That's perfect. You want to get stronger and stronger to protect the current planet you live on. I have a proposition for you. There's a fight that you can get much stronger. Come train on Planet of Destruction of Universe 6, Mr. Goku. Champa watches and says, Vados! I don't understand you. What are you talking about? What's going on with you? You can't just do that. Lord Kaio watches and speaks. None of this is making sense. Goku says, Will I get stronger, Lady Vados? But of course I will. Vados is thinking and says, I finally did it. Now you will be mine, Son Goku. Planet Champa, Universe 6. Goku was fascinated by what Universe 6 Planet of Destruction looked like. Goku says, The atmosphere here is totally different from Kaio's planet. It seems like it's extremely denser. How can someone train here? Vados started to laugh and looked at Goku. Meanwhile, on King Kai's planet, Lord Kaio says, What is happening? How did Goku, even in a transformation as simple as that of a Super Saiyan, manage to hold on Hakai energy from the god of destruction of another universe? I remember very well that as ancient rumors, Champa alongside Beerus conquered several planets even before they were gods of destruction. It is not possible that Champa used his attack with the intention of defeating Goku. Even so, and what about that angel that seems to be wanted to defend Goku? How can this happen? Last time Champa destroyed several universes in a blink of an eye, and now Goku has been sent down to Universe 6 itself. What is the angel of Universe 6 up to? Back to current times in the Celestial War, Goku in his mind heard everything Vados from the other timeline said. Goku speaks. Don't joke with me, Lady Vados. Me, in another timeline, in my Super Saiyan form, was able to fight a god of destruction? If you think that in this timeline, me as a Super Saiyan 3 was knocked out by Sir Beerus? Vados says, Exactly, Mr. Goku. But don't mind that. You, in my timeline, always called everyone's attention, whether for your strength or the distortions that ended up happening. Remember that transformation don't mean anything if the user himself doesn't have incredible power. Think about it. Broly didn't need to reach the transformation levels of you and Mr. Vegeta, and he was more powerful than you two. Goku responds, Yeah, that's true, Lady Vados. But, Vados, so that's how we ended up together in your timeline. And Gon was born. Vados changes her face and says, In parts, Mr. Goku. Let me conclude the events. Get ready to know the whole truth. Back to Vados and Goku's timeline flashback. Goku was on the planet Champa alongside Vados. Champ says, I refuse to train this mortal. I want to see how he alone will manage to get stronger. Vados, what are you doing? Is a mistake. Vados then says, Oh, Mr. Champa, I know it's a mistake, but I must listen to my heart. From the moment I saw that mortal, it seems that everything was predestined. He even held the Hakai energy to protect me. You know what that means? Even so, that is not a plausible Vados explanation. Champa is impressed to feel a great energy being raised by Goku. Goku was managing to train with his body perfectly in a short time on the planet of destruction, which no mortal had ever managed. Vados observes and speaks. That's amazing! Keep it up, and let's start our training, Mr. Goku. Vados alongside Goku began their training in the Room of the Angels, a dimension within the planet of destruction, and Goku manages to learn the mastery of Ultra Instinct alongside Vados. Goku and Vados leave the Angel Room after 10 days. Champa says, How did you take so long with this training? Vados, with all that smile, begins to speak. It was very simple, Lord Champa. I offered my training to Goku, but in exchange for making him stronger, he would have to be my boyfriend. What? Vados! Goku starts to smile and says, Mr. Vados, this training was incredible. I'm sure no one will be able to defeat us. The Ultra Instinct Mastery technique is incredible. Champa interrupts and says, It's not possible! Are you saying that this mortal has learned the mastery of Ultra Instinct? Exactly, Mr. Champa. Goku showed Champa his current power level. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct in a blink of an eye, but his skin begins to turn blue like an angel's. Strange, Vados says. Why is Goku's skin turning like this? Is it? Champa says, Vados! In addition to learning Ultra Instinct, due to spending so much time with you in the Angels Room, did he still end up acquiring the power of the Angels? Goku starts laughing and says, You mean that's why I'm feeling my power so high? This is amazing. Champa changes their face and speaks. Vados! Vados interrupts Champa and says, I know, Mr. Champa, I know. I can even imagine why this could happen. Goku observes with another face and says, What are you talking about? Champa says, Vados wasn't pleased that Zero-sama had destroyed the Earth on the whim of not liking the way the Earth was. With that, she took the decision away from mortals. However, Zero-sama believed that he had destroyed his entire Son Goku universe. But Vados managed to save her universe. By the time the gods found out, this could turn out to be a problem. Goku speaks, but why would the gods want to destroy the universe? And who is Zeno-sama? Vados speaks. Zeno-sama is the supreme being who takes care of all celestial order alongside my father, the father of angels. Goku speaks. Oh, the father of angels? Oh, he must be pretty strong, isn't he, Miss Vados? Vados says, That's not something you should be considering, Mr. Goku. It happens that there's a rule that angels cannot interfere in the decision of mortals. But Zeno, as the order of everything as well as the gods of destruction, can destroy whatever they want in order to cause balance. You may find it offensive that I prevented the destruction of your universe, Mr. Goku. Goku observes with another face and says, I get it. So they're the bad guys. Huh. I won't let them do anything to us, Lady Vados. You idiot! It's not that! Just listen! You have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm going to explain. Your universe has always had several catastrophes. He's always been a celestial threat. My brother doesn't exist anymore because of you. Now, because of you too, we're picking a fight with the Lord of everything. What kind of spell did you cast on Vados? Come on, Vados, do something! Vados smiling says,
Oh, Mr. Champa, don't be silly. Mr. Goku didn't cast anything on me. I'm just in love. It was love at first sight.
Champa is saddened. At that moment, a great light appears over the planet Champa. Champa feels a great pressure of energy and starts shaking with fear. Goku looks and speaks. What is it, Mr. Champa? It's like you saw a ghost. Why are you like this? Champa says, It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's this mortal's fault. Please don't judge us. Don't do anything with us. Ah! Vados changes her expression to a serious one. Vados says,
Mr. Goku, I hope you've really learned to control your angelic power alongside your Ultra Instinct, because now you're gonna need it.
At that moment, Goku observes and speaks. What are you talking about, Vados? The light disappears, and from the end of that light comes Daishikan, the father of all angels. Daishikan speaks. Vados, Vados, you are under arrest for the celestial crimes of concerning with a mortal and saving a universe against Zeno-sama's will. At that moment, Goku appears and says, Oh, so you're the father of all angels. Bad guys like you won't get Miss Vados from here. Daishikan in a blink of an eye appears from behind Goku and throws him away. Champa is scared to death. Daishikan says, It's over for you. All universes begin to shudder amid extremely high angelic power in the timeline Vados and Goku were related to. All mortals in all universes began to be afraid of the atmospheric energy that was displayed. Universe 11, Parallel Timeline. Balmond begins to observe and speaks. Due to the disappearance of Beerus, it seems that Champa has started to act, but still, some things are happening that leaves me with sharp thinking. Whose energy is this coming from? It looks like a mortal with Saiyan powers being combined with an angel. I don't understand. How does so much power emanate? Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, starts to laugh.
Does that amaze you, Lord Belmont?
Belmont says, It seems that something is happening in Universe 6, and now his father energy is also being emanated there. Should we be worried? Margarita continues to laugh and responds,
I believe that the problem is not with us, but I feel that my sister is in trouble. Vados, by the looks of it, must have been up to something. The energy of my father is a combat energy, so he will definitely want to do something. I remember it as it was today, that he faced several gods of destruction alone in the past, and in the blink of an eye, he managed to defeat them.
Belmont questions, Do you think you would have the courage to attack Champa and Vados? Margarita laughing says,
We cannot doubt the father of angels.
Universe 6. Goku is thrown into the rubble of planet Champa. Daishikan looks at Vados and Champa and speaks. God of destruction of Universe 6, for now I will not punish you for your crime. But Vados, you will not go unpunished. Now you may come with me. Daishikan prepares its attack. Divine redemption! Vados with a serious face says,
It seems that there's no way. Now you will have to see how much stronger your daughter has become.
Daishikan is impressed that Vados managed to escape his attack. Vados says,
I don't know how long I'll be able to fight you, Dad, but I won't be defeated without even a fight.
Daishikan observes the body of Vados and says, It's not possible. I seem to feel another angelic energy in Vados' body. Doesn't make any sense. Don't tell me that. No, I can't jump to conclusions. At that moment, Champa is watching and says, How is it possible? Two angels are fighting! I have never seen such an absurd battle before. But I can't let Vados be defeated. But wait, it's the father of angels! Now that Zeno-sama is no longer here in this timeline, Daishikan must not know what to do either. Daishikan continues fighting Vados. Vados starts to feel random pains in her body, and her body starts to weaken. Vados says, What's happening to my body? Daishikan says, "Do not resist anymore. You're at your limit, Vados. Enough of that, and come with me. You'll have to be sealed." Vados responds by laughing.
Why are you doing that? Sano-sama is not even here with us anymore. He's in another timeline now. This timeline is devastated because we angels always obey the ideas of a child who actually doesn't even know what he's doing.
Daishikan is quiet. At that moment, Vados continues to say,
I knew it. You don't agree with him either.
Daishikan, who was quiet again, says its attack. "Shut up, Vados! Divine redemption!" Frightened, Vados was going to receive his attack. A great light appears and a voice appears. Vados-san. I knew that the father of Angel was strong, but I never imagined that he would be that powerful. What an incredible force was that? Champa speaks. What? Son Goku survived the Daishikan's attack? Goku says, "No time for stalling. Kamehame! Ah!" Daishikan quickly dodges and says, "What attack was that? If it hit me, it would have done a lot of damage." At that moment, Goku appears in front of Daishikan and speaks. "I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but now it's time for the second round." Daishikan smiles. Goku and Daishikan begin to exchange several punches. Large cracks and rifts in time begin to be created. Vados watched the fight and saw that everything that she didn't want to happen was happening. Vados on her thought says,
Why, Dad? Why are you fighting Goku? Why is Goku fighting? Damn it!
Champa found the appearance of Vados strange. Champa says, "What's going on, Vados? She doesn't seem well. She barely managed to show her powers against the High Priest, and now her features are totally different." The entire planet Champa begins to shake, and Vados rages. A great light appears in her belly, and Vados screams in pain. Champa says, "Vados!" Daishikan and Goku stop the fight. Daishikan says, "So it was true." Goku says, "What are you talking about, Daishikan?" Daishikan then says, "It's your fault! Vados is pregnant and about to have a baby!" Goku and Champa says, "What?" Goku says, I'm going to be a father." Champa says, "Vados, you're gonna have a baby!" Vados was dying of pain, and Daishikan changes his features. Goku deactivates his transformation, and Daishikan deactivates his powers and goes to Vados. Daishikan says, "Looks like it's about to be born." Goku says, "But how so? Her belly isn't even big. It hasn't even been that long." Champa responds, "Be quiet, you two! This happened because you stayed in the room of the gods and angels, and the process of birthing an angel is totally different. You still managed to become half an angel by activating Ultra Instinct in the room of the gods and angels." Vados was still in pain, and Daishikan says, "It's no use. It will be now." Celestial creation! Goku and Champa are watching, and a great light appears. At that moment, a child appears in Vados' arms. Daishikan, not really understanding things, starts talking. So now besides Goku and Vados, now I'm the criminal. But this child's energy is fantastic. It's like it emanates Saiyan power alongside the power of an angel. And that's it. Daishikan says, "You three will now come with me." Goku makes a serious face, and Champa decides to act. Champa, Vados, and Goku team up to go against Daishikan. At that moment, a great shudder begins to arise. Goku says, "Will you really want to fight, Great Priest?" Daishikan undoes the attack pose and says, "Now there's no more need. It's too late." Vados says,
What are you talking about?
Daishikan responds, "Just as the Oracle Fish spoke, that the birth of a heavenly child would bring about the destruction of all timelines. That child is your son, Son Goku. I thought I would take here on time. The idea would be for me to destroy you. I didn't have the courage. I thought about sealing it, but you resisted. and Goku helped you. But still, I did not understand how this child could do something. Now that's explained. It is the key to release the portals of the universe created by Zeno-sama. The universe that were previously destroyed by Zeno-sama, since it no longer exists in this timeline due to the angelic power that Goku awakened, and now from his son, brought the enemies of the past back. Goku says, "What are you talking about? Who is it you're talking about?" Daishikan speaks, "The mother of all angels, Zakai. Probably without Zeno-sama, it's practically impossible for us to win, and they will go after your child." Goku starts laughing and says, "Great priest, leave it to us. I will grow stronger and stronger and end this threat." Happy Vado says,
A mortal who managed to become an angel, defied a god of destruction, and even went against my father's orders. Surely I made the right choice by being at Son Goku's side. Wait, Son Goku, what will be the name of our child?
Goku looks at the child and says, "Wow, he looks like me." Wow, only he has these spiky white hairs. I know. I'll call him Gon. Many twists and turns happened within the timeline of Goku and Vados. Everyone knew a threat was about to emerge. Parallel universe, the voice of the Mother of Angel arises. Finally, I am free! Due to all events bringing about the birth of Gon, Goku began training with Daishikan in the timeline in which he had his son with Vados. However, they were caught in Zakai's trap. Unlike the Z Warriors' timeline, due to the low number of powerful mortals alive, Zakai's invasion was made directly on the angels. Goku, Champa, Daishikan, and Vados were imprisoned by Zakai's army. Goku says, "It's not possible! I couldn't even manage to show my power! Fighting an army is practically impossible! Angels, destruction cats, and several other demons!" Vados says,
It's just a matter of time for them to find out where Gon is. If they find him, it'll be the end. Now we have virtually no god of destruction alive. The angels are sealed. They can pretty much do whatever they want.
Palace of the Mother of Angels, Goku and Vados timeline. Zakai speaks to all of his subordinates. "We are finally free. The big amount of releasing Zalama is near. This will be all amazing. Thus, we will control all space and time of all timelines." Safer watches and says, "This is amazing, Your Majesty." Kai says, "Interesting, at least for all they've done. But I don't think we should underestimate these warriors. After all, the Father of Angels is with them." Zakai says, "Don't worry, Kai. They'll never get anything done." Back to Heavenly Prison. Goku says, Damn it. We can't lose this war." Champa says, "How could this happen? Thinking that everything we've done since going to Amadio's planet was for an oracle fish prophecy." Vado says,
Calm down, Lord Champa.
Champa responds, "How can we be calm if our timeline is about to be completely vanished?" Vado says,
Look at the big priest. He's very calm. He sure knows what to do.
Goku says, "Mr. Daishikan, do you know how to get us out of here?" Daishikan responds, "Not quite, but I have a plan." Hey? Daishikan spends hours reflecting on everything that was happening. Vados, Champa, and Goku watched in the celestial prison. Daishikan opened his eyes and says, "Goku-san, you want to save all timelines, right?" Goku responds, "Of course, Daishikan." At that moment, Daishikan says, "We will transfer your energy and the energy of Vados directly to Gon, and you, Vados, will serve as a bridge to speak to yourself from another timeline. During that time that I was meditating, I found the timeline to which our Zeno-sama was transferred. In this timeline, there are several powerful mortals who can be a great help in this battle. If you speak to your version of this Vados timeline, you will be able to warn of the coming war before it even starts, and all warriors will be able to train. At the right time, this timeline's Goku, who has angelic powers, will join his energy with this timeline's Goku. All the rest, we will have to trust them." Back to the current times in the Celestial War, Goku in his subconscious says, "Vados-san, then that means that Gon's birth was the cause that freed Zakai and the others. Now, on the other hand, I and Vados of that timeline are to blame. Vados from the other timeline responds, I think it's not the time to look for Son Goku to blame. Now the focus is on the solution, and as a gift from yourself from another timeline, I need to pass this energy on to you. Goku begins to receive the angelic energy of Goku from another timeline through Vados. Vados says, my time here is running out. Son Goku, please save Gon and all universes. Just a quick note. All that time that passed while Goku was in his subconscious with Vados from another timeline, no more than 30 seconds had passed in real time. Kai, the strongest angel, kept distancing himself from Goku. Goku increased his power more and more and says, where do you think you're going, Kai? Kai stops walking and says, what is that? Impossible! He was practically dead! How in such a short time did you manage to get so powerful, Goku? Goku responds, in fact, I don't even know how to explain it. It seems like a dream. But now I know the whole truth and I know what it takes to end this war. Kai starts laughing and says, I should have guessed that the Son Goku rumors were true. You are not an easy opponent to defeat. When everything indicates that you will be eliminated to reappear with a phoenix. Now I will fight for real. Kai starts to rage, and the entire palace of the High Priestess seems to shake. Kai starts to smile. Incredible, Son Goku! You could not be different. I recognize you as a bravest warrior. Let's stop playing games and finish this off with just one hit. I will concentrate all the strongest angel's fists into my left arm. Goku is impressed with the energy he sees Hakai remaining. Goku says, incredible. This then is the power of the angels. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct, and unlike before, Goku's body begins to change color, resembling the color of Ultra Instinct. Goku speaks. Kai, you are undoubtedly the most powerful warrior I've ever faced in this war. I didn't even think I would fight a guy as strong as you. I'm sure that if we met in another scenario, we would have been good friends, fighting partners. But it seems that this war situation made us on opposite sides. I hope that someday we can meet again. Goku creates a large aura of another Goku behind his back. An all-blue angelic aura. Goku, with his ever-increasing powers, makes Sakai's palace shudder. Goku launches at Kai, and Kai powers up his fist. The two fists collide and a huge shudder takes place in Sakai's palace. Whis and Vados, who were fighting Sakai, stop. Zyrus, who was fighting Gohan, stopped the attack. Everyone is startled. Sakai says, what was that? Whis laughs and speaks. Oh, it looks like things are heating up. It's not just you who's really mad, Sakai. Zalama says, a mortal leveling his powers to that of an angel. Impossible. How can it be? But wait, the two energies are getting weaker. Who will be the winner? Kai's voice comes over the smoke in Sakai's palace. This is amazing! I've never felt so happy! This fight was the best thing that I've ever had in my life! No one had been able to make the strongest angel get this far! Thank you very much, Son Goku! What? Is this blood? Kai falls to his knees on the floor. The smoke goes away and Goku, with Ultra Instinct activated, says, you are amazing, Kai. Goku starts to remember everything Vados says. Thank you, Vados-san. Now I have the necessary power to defeat each and every one of them. Kai, who called himself the strongest angel, goes to the ground. The biggest twist of all happens. Goku, once he had been defeated by the strongest angel, after receiving the words of Vados, released his angelic powers and emerged victorious. But the war continues. At that moment, the Z Warriors continue to have their mortal combats. North side of Sakai's heavenly place. Vegeta, with his body all blooded. Shiva, the bloody angel, says, "Give it up, Saiyan. You knew from the beginning of the fight that there was no way to defeat an angel, Vegeta." Vegeta was still silent. Shiva says, "Goodbye, Vegeta!" Vegeta inexplicably begins to move on Ultra Instinct. "Strange," Shiva says. How is this possible?" Vegeta says, "You can't be called an angel with that deplorable fighting style. There are a lot of strong guys I need to take down in this war." Vegeta again heals his wounds with Yamazaki's essence. Vegeta says, "Let's put an end to this bloody angel fight." Angry Shiva says, "Damn you, Saiyan!" "Let's go." Goku miraculously managed to win the battle against the Angel Kai, who called himself the strongest angel. Goku walks over the Celestial Palace to the top where the High Priestess Sakai was located. Goku says, "This power I learned really is amazing, but I feel that I can't control it 100%. I saved the energy of Yamoshi's essence to fight Sakai, but I will still get stronger. How's Vegeta, Gohan, and the others?" At that moment on the south side of the High Priestess Sakai's palace, Beast Mode Gohan alongside Piccolo fought the Angel Zydus. Piccolo says, "Gohan, pay attention. This angel is now on the offensive. Her techniques are totally different from before. It seems that now she really wants to end this fight quickly." Zydus says, "You two cheeky ones thought I had techniques only equal to the kiss of death. Now you will know the true strength of an angel. Dark Storm!" A large dark mist begins to surround Gohan and Piccolo. Gohan says, "What is this? It's so dark, Mr. Piccolo. Where are you?" Azazel watches and says, "These two won't stand a chance against Zydus in combat mode." In the past, Zydus and Vados had extremely high and similar powers. "Come on, Zydus! Finish them off!" Zydus starts to laugh and says, "Now you understand what happens when you challenge an angel? You will be trapped in an empty dimension with the smoke of darkness until your bodies turn to cosmic dust!" At the moment Zydus boasted, a great light appears and Double Voice speaks. Special Beam Cannon! Zydus quickly dodged the monstrous attack that had been launched. Azazel, with a serious face, says, "I'm not enjoying the progress of this battle. I thought that the only powerful warriors on Earth were Goku and Vegeta, but from what I'm seeing, I was wrong. So this son of Son Goku and his Namek warrior are celestial war potential as well?" Gohan speaks. "That was a close, Mr. Piccolo. Our combo attacks are without a doubt unstoppable." Piccolo answers, "I don't think even Goku and Vegeta have the same rapport as we do." Gohan changes his countenance and speaks, "I don't care who you are. Soon we will end Sakai. I'm already tired of crazy people like you believing you can do anything you want. Mr. Piccolo, let's end this one." Gohan activates his Beast Mode 2 form, and Piccolo activates his Nameku God form. Scared, Zydus speaks. "What?" Gohan in his Beast Mode 2 form starts advancing and pressuring the Angel Zydus. Zydus speaks. "How did a mortal strength speed increase so much overnight? Is that which was able to defeat Psycho? It's not possible!" A shudder arises. Zydus watches and realizes that Azazel was enraged. Azazel says, "Come on, Zydus, get rid of these guys! How dare you let these insolent mortals do this to you!" Zydus feels pressured and advances towards Gohan. Gohan easily dodges and says, "I don't understand. How is an angel afraid of another god? He doesn't even have a relationship with this priestess Sakai." Zydus gets restless, making his whole body shudder. Piccolo God says, "Gohan, back away! There's something strange going on with her." At that moment, Zydus says, "Eliminate mortals as Lord Azazel orders! Eliminate mortals as Lord Azazel orders! Eliminate mortals as all Azazel orders! Die!" Gohan and Piccolo prepare for Zydus' counterattack. north side of the palace of the High Priestess Akai, Vegeta, with the essence of the legendary Saiyan God, finds the bloody angel Shiva. Shiva says, "How's this possible? Can a mortal raise that power so much?" "Vegeta, you fool! You will never be able to defeat me no matter how much force you involve." Vegeta laughs and says, "Now you're gone! I know! Flash!" Vegeta launches a massive attack on Zidus. Zidus appears in front of Vegeta and says, "Essence of the Angel of Destruction." The scene where Vegeta was fighting Shiva disappears completely. Vegeta questions himself. "Where am I? What is this place?" At that moment, Shiva's voice appears, but Vegeta cannot feel her body. Vegeta speaks. "Let's go, you damn angel! Reveal where you are as soon as possible! You will never be forgiven!" Soon after, a battle scenario appears in front of Vegeta, and the image of all the gods of destruction appears in front of the Universe 7 Saiyan. Vegeta says, "What the hell is going on here? It looks like that the same illusion that this angel used in the past for me to fight her alongside Kakarot. What the hell is she up to?" Vegeta. Now you're on my battlefield. Have fun with my puppets. On the battlefield created by Zakai, all the gods of destruction appear to attack Vegeta. Vegeta says, "Impossible!" Shiva speaks. "Let's show your strength. Show me your strength. Aren't you Yamazaki's essence Saiyan? Show me what you're capable of." The god of destruction Liquor charges towards Vegeta. Vegeta instantly activates his Ultra Ego and speaks. "This can only be madness. Are you all gods of destruction?" Vegeta closes his eyes and begins to reflect, and right after he clashes his fist with the god of destruction Liquor. Shiva is surprised by the Saiyan's performance. Soon after, the other gods of destruction begin attacking Vegeta at high speed. Vegeta begins to receive several blows. Vegeta, with his body all blooded, says, "This is certainly not all the strength of the gods of destruction. You cannot copy the true strength of the enemy. Even more so with so many warriors together. Just like the last battle, some of your life energy starts to run out. So you sent your clone to attack me and Kakarot in the empty dimension. Meaning if I take out these guys, I just need to find his real body hidden around here." Shiva gets serious and says, "That wretch discovered me." Vegeta. Now tell me, you with that body all worn out, how will you manage to win? Vegeta smiles and says, "Just doing what we Saiyans always do, you pathetic angel. I will overcome my limits." Vegeta begins to receive several combined blows from the gods of destruction, but at the same time, he begins to hit them with big blows. Vegeta drops to the ground and says, "It seems that since the beginning of this war, I've been one step behind you, Kakarot. I'm sure that if I were you, I would have done something different. You've always taken your powers to a much higher level. That's how you've always done it. In fact, since we had our first fight, you've always been like this. The Tournament of Power, it was no different, activating your Ultra Instinct. You really are amazing, Kakarot. I thought that when I had activated my Ultra Ego, I had equaled the powers of your Ultra Instinct. And right after awakening Yamazaki's essence, but I see that not. I'm sure you already managed to beat that angel. And I'm still here going through this situation against this bloody angel. This is funny. Me, the Prince of all Saiyans, going through this again." Shiva laughs. He finally doesn't get up anymore. He's learned where he belongs. Haven't you, Vegeta? A big laugh breaks out. Shiva says, "What the hell is going on?" Vegeta's voice rises. "Lord Beerus, I managed to perfect the technique you taught me. This is the true power of destruction!" Shiva and all the gods of destruction are amazed. Vegeta is shirtless, and his hair turns the color of his Ultra Ego and the length of a Super Saiyan 3 hair. Vegeta says, "This is Ultra Ego Phase 2! I absorb all the blows I received from the gods of destruction. Now the phase of destruction begins!" Vegeta versus all the gods of destruction. Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, the proudest warrior who swore to be the most powerful warrior, the one who overcame all obstacles and changed his entire personality. Vegeta, the son of King Vegeta, the Saiyan who built a family on Earth and swore to fight to protect his loved ones. He is in the toughest battle of his life. A new power was revealed, the level 2 of Ultra Ego. Vegeta is no longer the same. Shiva angrily watches and speaks. Well, if he wasn't hiding yet another trick, does that mean you can get stronger? Vegeta! Let's see what you're able to do! Vegeta didn't say a word. The gods of destruction created by Shiva advance insanely to attack Vegeta. In a few moments, Vegeta says a word. Okay! A god of destruction is eliminated at the same time. Impressed, Shiva says, "How is it possible? Vegeta, you miserable worm! How could you do that?" Vegeta begins to reflect on his thoughts. Vegeta says, "What is happening to me? Where is so much power coming from? I feel that no one will be able to defeat me like this. It seems that even the gods of destruction are no match for me. I am the Great Vegeta! Get ready." Vegeta begins to remember when he first mastered the Ultra Ego in front of Beerus. Beerus says, "Well done, Vegeta. It seems that you are able to use the energy of destruction. This energy is able to fight on equal terms with Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is the ability that even the gods have difficulty using. But now I can see that Ultra Ego can go much further. This potential that Vegeta is emanated will certainly make him reach a level never seen before." Vegeta activates Ultra Ego Level 2. The palace of the High Priestess Sakai begins to shake. Goku, walking over the palace, senses Vegeta's energy and speaks. Vegeta, what kind of incredible power are you showing? Is this the true essence of Yamazaki? This power is really incredible. Wait, I can feel the Ultra Ego energy of several gods fighting you, Vegeta. What is happening? Shiva begins to feel his energy weakened when he sees that Vegeta had managed to hit a Hakai on a god of destruction. Vegeta insanely begins to attack the gods of destruction while receiving several blows. The gods could not understand what was happening to Vegeta, since the more hits he received instead of retreating, the more he attacked. Shiva says, "Impossible! He's managing to withstand so many blows! Not even the original gods of destruction would be able to do something like that! What are you hiding, Vegeta?" A crucial attack begins to be high. Vegeta begins to eliminate more gods of destruction, creating several craters in the scenario that had been created by the Bloody Angel. A horde of 3 gods of destruction rush towards Vegeta. Vegeta begins to remember from the beginning of his trajectory when he learned the Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta says, "It seems like yesterday that I trained with Mr. Beerus alongside Whis and Kakarot. When I saw Kakarot reaching the form of a Super Saiyan God, I thought he would never reach that level. I refused to do like Kakarot. Never as a pure Saiyan would need to help of others to get stronger, even if that meant getting killed. I would never accept working like that. I thought we matched our powers when we fought Frieza in his golden transformation. But even so, I let my guard down and let myself to be carried away by arrogance, causing Frieza to destroy everything. If it weren't for Mr. Whis to go back in time, it would have all been over. But now everything's different. Now you and I are no longer pawns of the game of the gods, Kakarot. Now not even the strongest will be able to beat us." Vegeta starts to raise his ki even more, and all the gods of destruction are thrown away. Shiva keeps losing his power. Shiva says, "No way! I'll have to attack together with them. This Ultra Ego's powers are very strange. I don't understand it. It seems that the more hits he takes, the stronger he gets. Even when everything indicated that he would no longer have the strength and would fall to the ground, he got up and got even stronger. There's no chance! Shiva advances to attack Vegeta. Vegeta was with his body stopped, having thoughts in his subconscious, while several gods of destruction also prepared to attack him. Vegeta receives the attack from Shiva and all the gods of destruction. At that moment, Vegeta starts laughing and says, "Weak, very weak." Is this all the powers of the gods? Are you considered the bloody angel? Well, no, it's you who's going to bleed. Calican! Vegeta starts to deliver a sequence of blows to Shiva, and in the blink of an eye, several gods of destruction are thrown away. Vegeta disintegrates the gods of destruction of Universe 1 and 2, and soon after advances on the other gods of destruction. With each god of destruction that is eliminated, Shiva's life energy begins to diminish. Shiva was already running out of power to fight, and Vegeta was still laughing. Vegeta says, "You, from the beginning, belittled the power of us Saiyans. From the beginning, you laughed at us. When Kakarot and I were imprisoned in the empty dimension, his clone ended up humiliating us. But even so, Kakarot managed to activate Yamoshi's essence with the Infinite Saiyan and defeat his clone. However, time passed. That had been his opportunity to finish us off, but his arrogance made him believe that a Saiyan would never be able to face an angel. And that is the reason for his defeat." Shiva, lying on the ground, says, "You imbecile! Don't think that victory is given to you! Gods of destruction, attack Vegeta!" Vegeta starts to laugh, but he feels that his body is reaching its limits. I will never be defeated by you, mediocre angel. Supreme Hakai! Vegeta starts to dodge with the mastery of his Ultra Ego, and soon after, with just one blow, he disintegrates all the gods of destruction that were about to attack him. The battlefield is cleared with only one warrior standing. The warrior is the Prince of Saiyans. Shiva, lying on the ground, says, "Impossible! After all, who are you?" Furious Vegeta says, "I am Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and I have just one word. I want you to hear before you die, bloody angel." Shiva is just looking at Vegeta. Vegeta Ultra Ego 2 says, "Hakai!" Shiva, the bloody angel, is eliminated. A huge shudder occurs in Sakai's palace after the bloody angel is disposed of. Everyone notices that Vegeta's energy was neutralized. Vegeta says, "I remember fighting against Gas. I had not been able to defeat him because my Ultra Ego has reached its limits. But this time, it seems that everything's different." So that it was. The secret of the Ultra Ego was to make the heart pure. Pure, willing to destroy everything. Vegeta was different. Vegeta starts walking to the throne of the angel Shiva, who had been defeated, and sits on his throne to recover his energy. Vegeta was smiling crazily, having activated his strongest stage. Neither gods nor angel, no one is a match for the Prince of all Saiyans. To be continued! Little by little, the Z Warriors are managing to win their hardest battles. The big confrontation is about to happen. Hey, my partner, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Goku and Vegeta and Kakarot fly towards the nearest planet with the golden aura of a Super Saiyan around their bodies, prepared for an immediate fight as they cut through space. They maintain a constant speed, their hair and clothes rippling with gusty energy. Is it the lack of air? The atmosphere seems heavy, and the only one who notices is Kakarot. It seems that Vegeta is really annoyed by the situation. Goku turns to Vegeta and asks, "What do you think we're going to find there?" Vegeta responds with a serious look. "I don't know, and I'm ready to take this mad scientist down." Kakarot nods in agreement. "Yes, we have to finish him off before he does more harm to others." During the journey, they pass through a colorful nebula with twinkling stars in every direction. Goku points at her in awe. Wow, that's amazing! I've never seen anything like this before. Vegeta responds with a crooked smile. And why are you always distracted by little things like that? Sometimes you look like a real idiot. Is it the power that makes you so confident? Kakarot interrupts the debate with a gesture. Calm down. We're not going to start fighting now. We have a mission to accomplish. I know that Vegeta is fierce, but let him take it out on the right person. Goku is like that, and you must have already noticed. Goku looks at Vegeta seriously and says, Vegeta, I understand the gravity of the situation. I know that there are times when we need to deal with problems seriously and others when we can have fun. But even when we're facing difficulties, we must not ignore the beauties of creation. Vegeta frowns, looking a little confused. What are you talking about, Kakarot? He asks. I'm saying that even if we're facing the evil, we can still find beauty in life, replies Goku. We can't just lose joy and hope just because there are problems to solve. If we are able to see the beauty in the world, we can find more strength to fight. Vegeta looks at Goku for a moment, looking thoughtful, then gives a nod. I see what you mean, he says, and I think you're right. We shouldn't lose sight of what's important in life, even when we're facing difficulties. Goku smiles, looking relieved. I'm glad you agree with me, Vegeta, he says. Together, we can face anything. Vegeta thought to himself as they flew through his nearby planet. I must learn to contain my anger. I can't let it control me. Goku has a very intelligent lifestyle. He knows how to enjoy life and still be a strong warrior. Perhaps I should follow his example and learn to balance my emotions. Vegeta sighs, reflecting on his own failings and how he could improve as a person and a warrior. They keep flying until they finally reach the desired planet. The ground is covered with sharp rocks and dense fog hangs over the thin air. They land in a safe spot. After the fruitless investigation on the previous planet, Goku, Vegeta, and Kakarot set off towards another planet in search of clues about the mysterious scientist. Upon arrival, they realized that the planet was completely dead, with no life form. Vegeta felt a deep sadness at the sight of the devastation that had been brought here, while Kakarot muttered words of regret over the planet's demise. They landed on the planet's surface and began to investigate. As they walked, they could see the desolate, barren landscape stretching out before them. Vegeta was particularly disturbed by the destruction, thinking that the Saiyan race valued strength and conquest, but that this could never justify the complete destruction of an entire planet. That's not what happened in my reality. The Saiyans there did it quietly. And how is our honor in the midst of all this? A Saiyan without his honor is nothing. We don't have time to whine. Let's go. The rest of the trip passed in silence. Each one lost on their own thoughts and reflections on life and the universe. They knew the journey to find the mysterious scientist would be long and difficult, but they were determined to keep going, even if it meant facing more headache and loss along the way. The warriors arrived on the planet and immediately go to investigate the place. The surface is rocky and arid, with few plants and animals. They walk for a few moments until they reach a hidden entrance surrounded by large rocks. Vegeta says, "This must be the planet. We finally found the place we've been looking for so long." Goku agreed, saying, "Yes, this seems like the right place. Let's investigate." Kakarot said, I think this is the place. It's a perfect location for someone who wants to isolate themselves from the rest of the universe. The three warriors began to scour the planet for more clues. After hours of searching, Vegeta said, "Look at that entrance! It has to be there!" Goku looked at the entrance and asked, "Why don't we feel anyone's presence? It could be that the scientist is stronger than we imagined." Vegeta replied, "Maybe he's hiding his energy, or maybe he's found a way to hide it completely." Kakarot added, "No matter what he's doing, we need to find and stop him before it's too late." The three warriors agreed and headed towards the entrance. They were ready to face any challenge that came their way. The warriors make their way down the dark hallway. Their eyes adjusting to the gloom as they take in the rough stone walls around them. Electric wires dangling like tentacle snakes across the low ceiling and wind around the walls, lit sporadically by dim bulbs. The ground is uneven, with loose rocks and strange equipment littering the path. The smell of chemicals hangs in the air, and the humidity is palpable. As they proceed, The hallway opens into a larger room. It is large and dimly lit with a metal table in the center filled with laboratory equipment. The walls are lined with shelves filled with vials and vials of unknown substances. There's a workstation in one corner with a microscope and computer screen displaying intricate graphs and diagrams. As they survey the room, an uneasy feeling begins to settle on their hearts. The atmosphere is heavy and muted, interrupted only by the soft hum of equipment. They know they're in the right place, but the absence of any living presence makes them uneasy. Vegeta eyed the shelves filled with vials suspiciously. "What do you think these substances are?" he asks Goku. Goku shrugs his shoulder. No idea, but I'm more interested in finding out what happened to the scientists who lived here." Kakarot looks around grimly. "I think we better watch out. This place has a bad feel to it." They continue to explore the lab, carefully moving through the scattered equipment. Every step seems to echo through the empty space, and the warriors feel more and more isolated, but they know they can't give up. The door creaked loudly as it opened, causing the warriors to pause for a moment. The darkness inside the room was dense and seemed to swallow what little light came through the opening in the door. The three fighters exchanged a quick look before entering the room. The smell of coffee, mixed with the chemical odor, grew stronger and more intense, almost overpowering. They made their way cautiously down the hall, scanning the surrounding walls and equipment for clues as to the purpose of the place. Suddenly, they hit a split in the path, and Vegeta points to the right. They turned left, following the hallway past empty rooms and rooms with mysterious gadgets. The tension mounted as they approached the large metal door at the end of the hall. Vegeta took a step forward and turned the knob, cautiously pushing the door open. But hey, my partner, what do you believe is going to happen in the next episode? Will Goku find the scientist? What will be discovered in this laboratory? What can happen in the midst of all this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.